Thanks for coming to today's math lesson. Oh my gosh, can you guys believe they came out with even more KP23s? First of all, there's two reasons they do this. One is because people buy them, and two is a math problem. All right, bear with me here. I promise that you can do this math. The reason they come out with so many KP23s is because they are all mostly different specs. These two bats are specs that have never came out this year. Let's talk about it. Within any given bat, you can have a one piece here where there's one solid piece, or a two piece where there is a connection. That is in itself two different bat options. Now let's get into barrel lengths from here to here. There are 6 different usual options per se: 14-inch, 13.5, 13, 12 and 3/4, 12.5, and 12. So now if we go back to math and remember that the way we get the total number of possible options is multiplying the number of different options together. So we've got 2 possible connection pieces and then 6 possible barrel lengths. We're now up to 12 different back specs. Cool, except there are other things that change. One of those is the end load. In Rawlings bats, or Miken bats specifically, there's usually 3 different type of end loads. Some other companies can get even more than that. But we'll stick with Rawlings for now. There is balanced, there is half ounce, and then there's a 1 ounce end load in themselves. So that is 3 more options. So now 12 times 3, we are up to 36 options. Moving on, we get into handles. Usually some will have a stiff handle, or some will have a more of a flex handle. 2 more options, 36 times 2, we are up to 72. Then getting into barrel technology. Miken itself has 2 different barrel options at the moment. There's a flexier barrel, and then there's a pro stiff barrel. 2 more options. 72 times 2 is 144. 144 different combinations that are possible to develop a bat. I understand not all of those are really feasible technology-wise or preference-wise from what people like to swing, but the point is there's 144. That's just one, and that's just one organization. Pretend this is just U-Trip. We add ASA, that's another 144, so now we're at 288. We add senior, that's another 144, so now we're at 432. Okay, again, maybe that math is not quite mathing because one pieces are harder to make for ASA, but the point is that there are a ton of different bats that you can make. And yes, some of them are repaints, but from someone who does not particularly like orange bats because of semi-orange hair, I'm okay with repaints. I'm okay with people getting specialty bats for achievements, okay? If people weren't buying bats or buying the ones that they released, then they simply wouldn't do it. So the market gets what the market demands.